Good morning, vlogmas. This is a crazy angle on lighting, but I just woke up. I fed the cats. It's 10:30 a.m. on a Sunday. I spent a while farting around. Last night I fell asleep in kind of a mess. I didn't make dinner, and then I also didn't even finish uploading my video from last night, so I'm gonna finish doing that right now, which it's easy. It takes like 2 seconds, so I'm already halfway there. I know I need to get up and take a walk. And right now, I'm not like, ew, no, I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna lean into not feeling like I absolutely hate that idea and get up and get ready for it before I can convince myself out of it. I'm not even going to set an intention for the day and say I'm gonna read so much. I'm just gonna see what happens. It's now 12:15. I have not gotten out of bed today. I don't feel like doing anything. It's funny because the last chapter of Little Women I just read, the whole moral of the chapter was the girls decided that for summer break, for like a week or two, they were gonna do absolutely nothing and it was gonna feel amazing to be unproductive and sleep in. And the mom was like, okay, have fun. For those couple days, they didn't do any of their responsibilities and they woke up late, and then they realized none of them know how to cook. They forgot to do things that then had impacts later down the line. The whole point of it was, didn't it feel nice when you had some regularity? Like maybe we shouldn't just not do anything for a few days. I felt that so hard. I'm feeling that right now. I know I will feel better if I get up. I know I will feel so much more refreshed when I stand up and brush my hair and teeth and change into an outfit. It's just the idea of doing all that I hate. How cold is it? Is it like nice and refreshing outside? That could be a good motivation. If it's 70, I'm gonna cry because of why is it December 15th and 70? It's 65, so yeah. What's the forecast for Christmas Day? 67 degrees? Why do I even put money in my retirement? Oh my god, I have to get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Times like these, I just need to play Why Am I Like This by Orla Gartland over and over. Also, just to hold myself accountable, I had my bag of peanut butter trail mix sitting by my bedside, which this is a fucking scam to call this trail mix because it's just mini Reese's, M&M's, chocolate covered peanuts, and puppy chow. That's not trail mix, that's dessert. I bought this yesterday and there's a 4th cup of this left. I don't even want to read the calories on that. As proud as I can be of myself for starting to go on walks, the diet also needs some help. Having a little sweet treat has me in a chokehold. I have to get up. That's an achievement to just be sitting. I'll be candid with you, I just feel like a failure right now. I just do not want to go on a walk, and it's partially because I got up and I showered and I washed my face, I brushed my teeth, I did all the right steps, went and did the dishes that were in my sink because they were starting to stink, but I'm just like sweating profusely over those few steps that it's like put me in a bad mood. My hair now feels greasy and gross. My shirt is now soaking wet. I just feel defeated and I'm mad that it's not cold. I want it to be winter time. The trees haven't even fully dropped their leaves yet. Like everything right now is in peak fall and it's like 10 days from Christmas. I did get a funny Snapchat from Hunter who said if I don't sit down and finish Little Women today, I'll be in trouble. So, I mean, I think the one thing that could cheer me up is the stories out of this because they're very sweet. So I'm just gonna like take it easy. Oh fuck, I just remembered I forgot to put my sheets in the dryer last night. And editing these vlogs has made me so self-conscious. I'm like, oh my god, I really have to sweep. There are crumbs all over my floor in these clips. Whatever, I'll quit complaining, but I'm not in a good mood right now. Both physically and emotionally, I just feel blah. Hopefully reading is a good medicine for that. Okay, well that was very much needed. It's now 2:30. I read for like 2 hours and it was very healing. I really liked that. It really can cure a bad mood. That book is so sweet. I still have not eaten today, so I think I'm gonna make a salad for lunch. One of the parts that I just read, I think we're at like a turning point in the book because the girls are starting to realize that one of their sisters is like getting to the age where she might fall in love and move away. So there's some sadness occurring over that. And you know, one of the things I loved about Rebecca was how the main character had this reoccurring feeling of just like wishing she could trap moments in time. That section of the book is really getting me, but I'm excited for there to be a little bit of romance introduced. Also, I've said this before and I'm scared of saying it because I don't want anyone to spoil me, so I'll leave it in the vlog this time, but shut the fuck up because I don't want to know. I'm obsessed with Joe and Lori, and I cannot wait to see if they end up together or if that's even where the author's trying to take it. I love them. I love that Joe is unladylike and everyone's like, you have to get it together and be a lady, and she's like, she's also a writer. I just wrote for her and her journey so hard, like rejecting femininity. Hi Gordo. And wanting to be independent. So I've been tabbing a lot the last few chapters. It's so sweet. As I was hoping, Little Women is just distracting me today from feeling like a flop. I still also have to do a little bit of meal prep. I have to take apart my rotisserie chicken and wash my blueberries, make a lunch for tomorrow. Feels like a problem that can wait until later. I'm pretty hopeful I'm gonna finish Little Women this week. I need to look over my vacation balance because I'm not sure whether I'm taking off Thursday and Friday or none of those or both of those. I saved my vacation specifically so I can take the week of Christmas off, but I forgot that I already get Christmas off, so that's an extra day. And I also have 2 floating holidays and I'm not sure when I used them, or if I have. I could potentially have like the 20th off. I'm not sure how many days I'm working next week. I'm gonna enjoy this with a cranberry juice. If this is what I think it is, I think it'll be fun. Amazing. Amazon, you have to stop getting creative with these box opens. Oh, haha. For my entire department at work, we're doing White Elephant, which is gonna take 9 years. It's a $20 limit and this was $20 on Amazon. So I feel like this is gonna be a hit. It's a super popular board game right now. If no one steals this, I'm stealing it because I want it. This will be a good thing to wrap and put in the White Elephant. Now it's time for some lunch.
Who's hungry? Okay.
So I just read in the bath for like an hour and a half, sobbed. I can't even tell you what happened, but for those who might be savvy enough to figure it out, I got like halfway through and I cried about it. But I'm now going to make dinner. I'm gonna do some salmon and asparagus, so let me get my baking sheet. Ta-da! We have reached the point of the book where at the beginning, I don't want to say it was aimless, but the chapters could almost be like standalones, and now we're following a storyline. I can't get it out of my head that this book was originally published in 2 parts, so all I'm thinking about is like, oh, when does part 1 end? When does part 2 start? Oh, this salmon doesn't have any skin. Okay. This is the kind of book I wished my mom liked, because I think my mom's not very sentimental. I mean, at least about fictional characters. So I'm sitting here like, oh my god, a story about motherhood and not wanting her daughters to grow up. My mom would love this, but I know she would be so bored reading this, being like, who's gonna get murdered? But I've stopped beating myself up about not going for a walk today. Just decided to let that one rest. That's not a battle I need to win at the moment. Time to prep the asparagus. This is some nice looking asparagus for Walmart. Usually they have like shrimpy asparagus. Excuse me, sir. I need to sit there. It's outro time. Good evening, friends. It's almost 9 o'clock. I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news is Bonnie's off watching her football, so we don't have any kind of live update, but she did send me another clip. So here's Bonnie. I'll pretend I'm holding her up.
Hello vlog. It's 8:30. I'm once again watching the Green Bay Packers, even though they're not very green tonight. But at least look at that score. They're not making me want to kill myself this time.
And that was the update. On other news, I mean, you just saw, I just did a clip, but I made it to part 2 of the book. Which, it's funny, because earlier I was like, I wonder where she cut it off originally, and it literally says, so the curtain falls upon Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. Whether it ever rises again depends on the reception of the first act of the drama. I'm like, oh. So the end of book 1 was originally there. Okay, got it. The one thing that's driving me bonkers about this edition is there's all this art in it, which is gorgeous and beautiful, but some of it is within chapter art like this, where it goes along with what's happening. Some of it is photo paper pages that have color art prints, and below it, it tells you which scene it is, but it's so far ahead. Like, this is on page 25 and this picture is of page 50. The painting is on page 57, but it says page 150 down there, so it like spoils what's coming up. Thankfully, nothing crazy were in the first couple, but I quickly learned to, I literally have been reading the pages but next to them with like the page folded over, so I can't look at the art and spoil myself. I have the most awful fear that once I start something that I've been devotedly not trying to get spoiled on, I always stumble across a spoiler. I'm especially playing with fire because I'm updating daily on how I feel about this, and I guarantee the comment section is gonna be a minefield. Yeah, I'm continuing to tab this a whole lot. It feels like part 1 is going to be more like childhood and part 2 is going to be more adulthood. It hinted at a 3-year time skip. I'm trying to read, just like skim read. Yeah, the 3 years that have passed. Okay, so it is. I should just not read the comments on this video, honestly, but that's gonna be impossible, so that was a stupid thing to say. Because I stay refreshing the comments. I love the little community we have. Speaking of that, a little bit of gratefulness. Hi, Gordo. Closing remarks, queen? He's like, who you calling queen? Closing remarks, king? He's like, you made salmon tonight and I didn't get 1 bite. Okay, but guess who got a lot of bites of rotisserie chicken earlier? Anyway, back to me being sentimental and sappy. Earlier when I was reading, by the way, I put my phone in my bedroom to charge while I read earlier, so I did everything uninterrupted for a couple of hours. Since I couldn't go on my phone when I was just like taking a reading break and staring off into the distance and just thinking, one of the things that I realized was, okay, so it's day 15 today of recording things. So I've been doing Vlogmas for 2 weeks, and it has not felt like a Herculean task. I mean, sometimes I've been like falling asleep while editing. I'm trying to think of another example of something that might have been a little bit annoying, but I've genuinely had so much fun doing these. I think in part because no matter what I do or talk about, the reception is so positive, and I'm just excited that you guys are excited for it. So even though I've not had some easy days the past 2 weeks, it has never been hard to want to film. And my biggest fear was I was going to start out really strong and record everything I was doing and then have some days where I recorded nothing, but I'm getting into the swing of bringing the camera with me and remembering to record things. It's helping me be less bashful about filming in public. So I'm just also very impressed with myself that this still continues to be very, very fun. Wow, okay, I feel sentimental and sappy. I've already cried tonight, so we're not doing any more of that. Everyone take your antidepressants. Also, like, that's another thing to be grateful about is this routine has made this medicine taking routine. For 15 days, I've been on the same schedule other than like the 1 day I took a nap, taking this at the same time. Like, it has just set me up strong for routine. I know everyone is saying that they're growing accustomed and spoiled to having daily vlogs, but this has really made it a case with myself where I'm like, I could see myself doing this in the future, just saying. Delicious. Gordo, are you sure you don't have anything to say? Gordo, do you like coochie? Okay, there it is. I have nothing else to say. I'm sure I've yapped your ear off, so I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming back. Like, tomorrow's Monday and I don't even have Sunday scaries. Everything, maybe it's because the holidays are coming up and I have like a 3-day work week next week, but everything feels good. I feel good. Do you feel good? I hope you feel good. Anyway, I'm whipping out my laptop because I gotta edit this video and my pimple patch is falling off because these ones are from Dollar Tree. Everyone have a lovely afternoon, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Cheers! Bye.